who else is in these files? This is your brief but brief. Here are the other parts. Let's get to it. Starting with Bill Clinton. Aside from this rather unexpected development, there are some inconsistencies. In this first email, Epstein says that Clinton himself swore that he did something, while Pryor swearing he did nothing. And Epstein saying repeatedly in this email, among others, that Clinton was never on the island. There are numerous flight logs of Clinton flying on Epstein's private jets, but none that had the island as a destination. Then you consider Virginia Giuffre's account of Clinton being on the island, but then becoming uncertain of that account in federal court. It's a gray area where there is a relationship between Epstein and Clinton, but these emails may instill doubt of whether that is inclusive of the island. But one who's receiving much more clarity is the former Prince Andrew, who claimed that he cut off ties with Epstein in 2010. However, there's multiple emails here from March 2011 with him directly corresponding with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell in a panic, appearing to do damage control right in the midst of Virginia Giuffre's initial accusations against him. There's also this email from Epstein that verifies the validity of this infamous picture Andrew took with Giuffre, contrary to the former prince saying it was most likely altered. And on that same day, Epstein does what he does best and looks for a way to leverage this situation, strategizing positive PR for Andrew so he can get into the royal family's good graces. Surprise, Maxwell is mentioned in here too. But I would be remiss to point out how much more of a liar she is because of this. Comparing her statements to the DOJ earlier this year, she said her role severely diminished and her relationship to Epstein was non-existent after 2010. Here's an email to Epstein from 2015 about strategizing a cover-up for the massages Prince Andrew was getting at her own home. Or these statements where she says no one ever reported anything inappropriate to her, especially about Trump in any context. Well, now you have this email where Trump was alone with the revealed victim, Virginia Giuffre, for hours. Massages or not, that context is still arguably inappropriate. And as we can see, Maxwell was aware of all this, hence contradicting her statement. And may I remind you, she was transferred to a minimum security prison with preferential treatment following this DOJ interview. Then you have former Trump advisor Steve Bannon, who apparently shared some strategic partnership with Epstein, getting political support and access to world leaders during Bannon's 2018 nationalist tour in Europe, as well as how to undermine the Time's Up movement following the Harvey Weinstein scandal. Former Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers, whose relationship with Epstein spanned years according to multiple emails, and deep enough that Summers sought advice from Epstein in regards to an extramarital affair he was having at the time. And of course Michael Wolff,